Before we begin, please subscribe to the channel and enable notifications. This space is used daily to share guidance, and subscribing ensures you receive the insights meant for your heart. Today, spiritual beings bring an urgent and meaningful message, an insight that could unexpectedly change the course of your upcoming days. An energy is moving towards you, intensifying hourly. The angels want you to know that a significant person in your thoughts, a connection that seemed dormant or distant, is about to reach out directly. This contact is being prepared on a spiritual level and is very close to happening in the physical world. This isn't a maybe, but a certainty confirmed by your spiritual guides right now. They urge you to pay close attention, as the sign will be clear, and overlooking it could delay a blessing meant for you. Have you noticed that certain occurrences in your life aren't mere accidents? Small cues, a song playing, a name suddenly appearing, all have been leading up to this moment. The energy around you is shifting, because this person's energy is also undergoing a profound change. They are being propelled by a force they barely grasp, a sense of urgency that is pulling them out of their comfort zone and the silence they imposed on themselves. The angels indicate this person has been fighting a considerable internal battle. For a long time, they tried to silence their feelings, convincing themselves that distance was best, or that time would diminish the intensity of your connection. However, the opposite occurred. Your absence, instead of bringing forgetfulness, created an empty space that nothing or no one could fill. Every attempt to move forward, every distraction, only highlighted how unique and irreplaceable your presence is in their life. Now, this person has reached a breaking point. Their longing is no longer a fleeting emotion. It has become a physical need, a restlessness of the soul that prevents them from finding peace. They think of you upon waking and before sleep. Your image and the memory of your voice have become constant companions in their solitary moments. This need for contact arises not from a simple whim, but from deep regret and a new clarity. They realize they made a mistake. They now understand the value of what was left behind, and the fear of having lost you forever has become greater than any pride or apprehension that kept them paralyzed. This message reaches you at the right moment, but you need to be ready. The contact may come unexpectedly, a short message, a call at an unusual time, an email that seems to appear out of nowhere. The form matters less than the content and the energy behind it. It will be a plea for openness, an attempt to break the ice that time and circumstances created. The angels ask that when this moment arrives, you react not with your mind, but with your heart. Take a deep breath and feel the truth behind the words spoken. Don't rush to respond, but allow yourself to absorb the impact of this overture. Their hesitation is ending. Courage is being gathered. This person is being guided to do this, even if they're unaware of the spiritual direction they're receiving. They simply feel an irresistible impulse, a certainty that they can no longer postpone this conversation. The cosmos is aligning paths for this communication to happen without further interruption. Be attentive. The call is about to come. But there's more. Something even deeper is happening behind the spiritual scenes that you need to know to be truly prepared. The preparation for this imminent contact isn't just happening in this person's heart. It's also being orchestrated on a much more subtle and powerful energetic level. The angels indicate that both your spiritual guides have been working tirelessly to clear obstacles preventing this reconnection. Consider those times you felt unexplained sadness or an inexplicable wave of peace. In those moments, you were unknowingly participating in a significant energetic cleansing. Past hurts, misunderstandings, and unspoken words that built walls between you are being dissolved by light. This is why this person's need for contact has become so overwhelming now. The path is at last becoming clear of interference. They are beginning to sense, intuitively, that the barrier which once seemed insurmountable is now more permeable. The fear of rejection, previously paralyzing, is being replaced by cautious hope. They can't explain why, but they feel that perhaps this time, things could be different. This feeling is a direct reflection of the spiritual work being done. The angels want you to understand the depth of what's occurring. This person has been dreaming of you. These aren't ordinary dreams, but soul encounters happening on the astral plane. In these dreams, conversations that are difficult to have in waking life proceed with ease. Apologies are offered, feelings are expressed, and the connection between you is reaffirmed. This is why, often, They wake with an overwhelming sense of longing and mental confusion, not understanding why reality seems so different from what they experienced during the night. These nocturnal encounters are planting seeds of courage in their subconscious, preparing them to bring that same openness and honesty into the physical world. It's vital to understand her current emotional state. She feels incredibly vulnerable. Her decision to make contact stems not from strength or control, but from surrender. She is giving in to the fact that she can no longer fight what she feels, admitting to herself that her life isn't the same without you. This vulnerability is key to the authenticity of this contact. When she eventually seeks you out, it won't be with games or masks. It will be with her heart in hand, even if trembling with fear. She will be exposing a part of herself she kept hidden for a long time, which is why your reception is so crucial. The angels don't ask you to forget the past or ignore your own wounds, but to acknowledge the courage this act will demand of her. They ask you to look beyond the words and feel the energy of her intention. Her intention will be pure, to re-establish a bond that should never have been broken. The cosmos is orchestrating this communication to be a turning point. It's not just about easing longing or having a casual conversation. It's an opportunity for healing, a chance to healthily close old patterns, or perhaps open the door to a new beginning, based on a maturity and understanding that didn't exist before. The person who will seek you out is not exactly the same one who distanced themselves. Trials, solitude, and reflection have changed them, and you too are no longer the same. You've grown, strengthened, and learned to value yourself in a new way. It is the meeting of these two new versions that the heavens are preparing. The outcome of this encounter has the potential to be truly transformative. Keep in mind, her first step is closer than you imagine. The approach of this contact is a celestially synchronized event, and the angels want you to be aware of the preceding signs, so your spirit is prepared and your heart serene. In the coming days, you may notice an increase in synchronicities in your life. Perhaps you'll see this person's name in unexpected places, or hear a song special to you both playing repeatedly. Mutual friends you haven't spoken to in a while might suddenly reach out, mentioning them casually. Don't dismiss these occurrences as mere coincidences. They are gentle nudges from the cosmos, soft warnings that energy is in motion and convergence is near. The angels are weaving the tapestry of events to ensure that when contact occurs, you are not caught by surprise, but rather in a state of conscious receptivity. They are preparing the ground so the conversation can proceed in the most healing way possible. There's a reason this person took so long to gather the courage to approach. The angels indicate she needed to go through a very deep process of self-assessment. She had to confront her own shadows, her fears, and the reasons that led her to pull away in the first place. This period of silence, which may have seemed like abandonment to you, was, in fact, a period of gestation for her. She needed to understand for herself that the happiness she sought elsewhere or in other distractions was an illusion. The true peace and sense of belonging she so desired were, all along, connected to your energy. This realization was painful, but absolutely necessary. Without this internal process, any prior contact would have been superficial and likely led to the same mistakes. Now, she is approaching not just with longing, but with a new layer of wisdom and humility. She no longer comes from a position of pride, but from a sincere recognition of your value. You might be asking, what should I do? How should I act? The angel's guidance is clear and simple. Continue focusing on yourself. Keep nurturing your own peace, cultivating your joys, and strengthening your self-love. Your elevated vibration is the most powerful beacon attracting this person back. It's not about passively waiting, but actively living your best version. The more you love and respect yourself, the clearer it becomes to the cosmos that you will only accept love that respects and loves you in equal measure. Your energy of self-sufficiency and contentment is, paradoxically, what makes you so irresistible to this person now. She sees, or senses, that you are no longer in a place of neediness, but of fullness, and it is this fullness that she desires to share. The angels also ask you to practice compassion, both for her and for yourself. Keep in mind that everyone is doing the best they can with their current level of awareness. Her hesitation wasn't a rejection of your worth, but a reflection of her own limitations and fears. By understanding this, you release any bitterness that may have settled in your heart, opening space for a clearer and more loving interaction. This is the moment to release expectations. Don't create mental scripts about how the conversation should go or what the outcome should be. Just be present. The cosmos has a plan far greater than we can imagine, and the best we can do is trust the process. Be open to the possibility of healing, whatever form it takes. The angels are sending you a special sign. Your lucky number for today is 8. Be ready, for the veil of silence is about to be torn, and a new truth is eager to emerge. For this energetic reunion to reach its highest potential, the angels emphasize the importance of a fundamental energy, forgiveness. This refers not only to forgiving the other person for any hurt caused by distance or silence, but primarily to a profound act of self-forgiveness. Forgive yourself for waiting, for doubting your worth, for questioning if you did something wrong. Forgive yourself for any feelings of inadequacy her absence may have awakened in you. You did the best you could with what you knew and felt at that moment. By freeing yourself from the burden of self-condemnation, you elevate your vibration in an extraordinary way. You cease to be a victim of circumstances and become a conscious creator of your inner peace. This energy of self-acceptance and lightness is magnetic. It not only prepares your heart to receive her contact from a place of serenity, but also sends a wave of healing into the energetic field you share. Often, the other person's reluctance to approach is unconsciously linked to the energy of guilt and resentment that still hovers between you. When you forgive, you are not absolving her actions, but freeing yourself from the chain that bound you to that situation. You are telling the cosmos, I am ready to move forward, with or without this person, in a state of peace and love, and it is precisely this attitude of loving detachment that accelerates the appearance of this contact. Forgiveness is the key that opens the door to authentic communication. Without it, the imminent conversation risks becoming merely a repetition of old complaints and patterns. With it, the conversation can become a bridge to a new understanding. The angels want you to visualize this scenario. Imagine your heart is a garden. For a long time, perhaps a part of this garden was shadowed by the sadness or uncertainty of this connection. Forgiveness is like the sun shining again on that area, allowing new flowers to grow. It is an act of caring for your own sacred space. When this person comes knocking at your door, they will find a well-tended garden, vibrant and full of life, instead of an arid and resentful patch of land. Which of these scenarios do you think would invite them to enter and stay? Your inner peace is your greatest power right now. It sets the energetic terms for any future interaction. It's also important to understand that her fear isn't just about you, but about herself. She fears not being enough, not meeting expectations, and repeating past mistakes. By approaching, she won't just be facing you, she'll be facing her own flaws and insecurities. She will be shedding her armor of pride and appearing in her most vulnerable form. Having this compassionate perspective will help you not take any hesitation or awkward words personally. You'll be able to see the scared human behind the facade, the soul that longs for connection but fears getting hurt again. This understanding will give you immense wisdom to guide the conversation. You don't need to have all the answers. You don't need to decide your future together at that exact moment. The only requirement is to be present. Listen with an open heart, and speak your truth gently. Angels will be by your side, enveloping both of you in an aura of blue light, the color of clear communication and peace. Trust that the right words will come. Trust that your intuition will guide you. This moment is not a test, but a blessing. It is the cosmos's answer to your prayers for clarity and resolution. Embrace it with the courage and grace you've cultivated all this time. As the moment of contact approaches, it's natural for doubts and a certain anxiety to arise. Is it real? What if I'm just imagining things? What if I get disappointed again? The angels want to calm your heart and say that these doubts are merely the last remnants of old protective patterns. Your mind is trying to shield you from potential hurt based on past experiences. However, this is a new situation with new energies. You are no longer the same person, and neither are they. Trust your intuition more than your fears. Your intuition is the voice of your soul, directly connected to universal wisdom and the guidance of your angels. It has been sending you subtle signs, feelings, premonitions, that sense that something is about to happen, that sudden shiver, that inexplicable certainty that arises in silence, that is real. That is your inner compass pointing to the truth. Fears speak loudly, but intuition speaks with clarity. Choose which voice you will listen to. To strengthen your intuitive connection, the angels suggest you spend more time in silence in the coming days. Meditate, walk in nature, listen to music that uplifts your soul. Distance yourself from external noise and the opinions of others. The answer and preparation you need are not out there. They are within you. Ask your angels to strengthen your clarity and trust. Say aloud, "My angels, help me distinguish the voice of fear from the voice of truth. Strengthen my intuition so I can navigate this situation with wisdom and peace." They are simply waiting for your request to intensify their support. There's a crucial aspect the angels want to illuminate: perfect timing. Everything is happening at the exact moment it's meant to. If this contact had occurred earlier, perhaps neither of you would have been ready. If it were delayed longer, the opportunity for healing might be lost. The cosmos is a mechanism of impeccable precision. Every piece of the puzzle is fitting together perfectly. For self-discovery, your process of strengthening and self-love, everything has been synchronized to culminate at this point. Accepting and trusting this perfect timing removes an immense layer of anxiety. It frees you from the need to control the outcome. You can relax in the certainty that what is meant for you will come to you at the perfect moment and in the perfect way. This trust is an energy of permission. It signals to the cosmos that you are ready to receive your blessings. Think of how a flower doesn't rush to bloom. It simply trusts the process, the sunlight, the water, and opens in its own beauty at the right time. You are that flower. Your time to bloom into this new phase is approaching. Don't try to force the petal open. Just remain in your light, nurturing yourself with peace and trust, and allow the blooming to happen naturally. This person is feeling the attraction of your light and your peace. She is being drawn not by what you can do for her, but by who you have become. Your authentic vibration is the call her soul can no longer ignore. She isn't just longing for the person you were. She is intrigued and attracted by the powerful and serene woman you are today. This is why this reunion has such different potential. It's not about returning to the past, but about creating something completely new, from a place of greater awareness and mutual respect. Continue to be that light. Continue to honor yourself. The cosmos is taking care of all the details. The contact is just the first step of a new dance that is about to begin, and you are ready to lead your steps with grace and wisdom. When contact eventually happens, the angels ask you to keep one thing in mind. Your peace is your priority. How you feel during and after the interaction will be your truest guide. The conversation should bring a sense of relief, clarity, and ideally, peace, even if emotions are intense. If, on the other hand, the interaction brings confusion, distress, or the feeling that old negative patterns are repeating, that too will be a clear answer. The angels will be with you, amplifying your sensitivity so you can discern the truth of the situation. Don't feel pressured to make immediate decisions. Give yourself the right to say, "I need some time to process all of this." Honoring your own needs and your time is an act of profound self-love and will show the other person that you respect yourself, which, in turn, will teach them to respect you as well. This moment is a gift, a golden opportunity for the healing and evolution of both souls. It is the culmination of many prayers, tears, and hopes. The heavens are rooting for you. The energy of reconciliation and love is extremely potent around you. Keep in mind, you are not alone in this. A legion of light accompanies, guides, and protects you. Breathe deeply and enter this new phase with an open heart and a confident soul. What is coming is for your highest good. The silence is about to end, and the words that need to be said will at last find their way. Be ready to listen, but, above all, be ready to listen to yourself. Your inner truth will be your guiding star. The energy preceding this contact is reaching its peak. The angels describe it as a hum in the cosmos, a vibration only attuned souls can perceive. You may be feeling this as a restlessness, an expectation in the air, a sense that the calm is about to be interrupted by a significant event. Embrace this feeling, for it is confirmation that you are aligned with the cosmic movement. This person, in turn, is feeling this same energy as an almost unbearable internal pressure. It's like a dam about to break. All the feelings, words, and regrets they have held back for so long are forcing a passage. They no longer have the strength or desire to contain them. The internal struggle is over, and the decision to act has already been made on a soul level. What remains now is just the physical appearance of that decision, the act of picking up the phone, of writing the message. And this, the angels confirm, is imminent. They want you to prepare not for a battle, but for a ceremony of peace. Approach this conversation as a sacred encounter, where two souls have the chance to look at each other with honesty, perhaps for the first time in a long while. Let go of the need to be right or to prove a point. The objective here is not to win an argument, but to open a channel for healing. Vulnerability will be your greatest strength. Being honest about your feelings, without accusations, will create a safe space for her to be honest as well. Saying something like, "Your absence affected me, and I would like to understand what happened," is much more powerful than, "You abandoned me and made me suffer." The first phrase invites dialogue. The second builds a wall. The angels will guide you to use words that build bridges. Reflect on your growth during this period of separation. You learned to be your own company, to find happiness in your own presence. You discovered strengths you didn't know you had. This process of self-discovery was not in vain. It was your preparation for this exact moment. You needed to become this stronger and wiser version of yourself to be able to handle this reunion from a place of power and not of need. Now you don't need this person to complete you. You are already complete. Anything she might add to your life now is a bonus, not a requirement. Maintaining this perspective is fundamental. It will keep you centered and in your personal power. Regardless of what happens in the conversation, you will be interacting from a place of choice, not desperation. And that is the most significant change of all. The angels smile upon seeing how much you have evolved. They celebrate the woman you have become. This imminent contact is, in many ways, a recognition from the cosmos for your internal work. It's as if the heavens are saying, "You are ready now. You are ready to handle this in a new way, with a new awareness. Show the world, and yourself, your light. Do not fear the emotions that may arise. Embrace them. If you feel like crying, cry. If you feel joy, smile. Emotional authenticity will be healing. Allowing yourself to feel everything that comes to the surface without judgment will release stagnant energies and create space for the new. Keep in mind that you are supported, loved, and guided every step of the way. You don't need to do this alone. Invoke your angels, ask for strength and clarity, and trust that you will be able to navigate this experience with the grace and dignity inherent in your soul. The moment is approaching. Breathe, be present, and trust. We have reached the threshold of this event. The angel's concluding message to you today is one of empowerment and trust. Everything we've discussed, all the energetic, emotional, and spiritual preparation, culminates in this point of readiness. You have done your part. You have healed, strengthened, and opened your heart to the possibility of peace. Now, it's time to release the reins and allow the cosmos to do its part. The other person's action is no longer under your control, and the beauty of this is that it doesn't need to be. Your peace no longer depends on her attitude. You have found it within yourself, and that is the ultimate victory, the true blessing of this experience. When you internalize this truth, you become unshakable. The outcome of the conversation will not diminish your light, because your light now shines from within. The angels want you to see yourself as they see you, a radiant, resilient soul, full of love, who traversed a valley of uncertainties and emerged stronger on the other side. This contact is a reflection of your brilliance. It is your light that is calling her back. She sensed the change in your energy, even from a distance. She sensed your peace, your strength, and that is what she seeks. She is not just seeking the person you were, but the peace you now emanate. Understanding this changes the entire dynamic. You are not in a position of waiting, but in a position of attraction. You are the lighthouse, and the ship that was lost at sea is now sailing towards you, guided by your constant and secure light. So, when the phone rings or the notification appears, take one last deep breath. Recall who you are and all you've overcome to get here. Recall your unconditional worth. And then, answer. Listen. Speak your truth with love, and trust that regardless of the outcome, everything is exactly as it should be for your highest good. The angels will be enveloping both of you in a cloak of golden light, the energy of unconditional love and wisdom. They will facilitate understanding and healing. There is nothing to fear. You are safe, you are prepared, and you are immensely loved. This is your moment of clarity, the moment you have waited for. Receive it as the blessing it is. The phase of uncertainty is closing, and a new horizon of peace and possibilities is opening right before you. Walk towards it with confidence and faith. If this message resonated with you and your situation, please share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring content. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.